Imagine the thrill of a Marvel comic series that captures lightning in a bottle, only for it to bow out gracefully after delivering pure gold. That's the fate awaiting the Ultimate Universe in 2026. And it's got fans everywhere feeling a mix of excitement and heartbreak. If you've been loving these fresh takes on classic heroes, buckle up, because this story is about to reach its epic conclusion, and you won't want to miss why it's happening this way. Marvel's revamped Ultimate Universe has been hitting all the right notes since its launch. Take Ultimate Spider-Man, crafted by Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto. It's flown off the shelves as a top seller thanks to its clever blend of high-stakes action and deep character moments that make Peter Parker feel more relatable than ever. Then there's The Ultimates by Deniz, which dives headfirst into real-world politics like no other superhero tale, tackling issues such as power dynamics and societal divides in ways that feel bold and timely. And don't get me started on Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men, infused with manga vibes that bring a vibrant, artistic twist to the mutant saga, offering a breath of fresh air for longtime fans. But as the old saying goes, even the best rides have to come to an end eventually. This new Ultimate Universe borrows its name from the groundbreaking Ultimate Marvel line of the early 2000s, which essentially rebooted iconic characters with modern twists, starting their stories from scratch to appeal to a new generation. What ties these eras together is a villainous mastermind known as the Maker. That's the twisted version of Reed Richards. You know, Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four, from the original Ultimate World, designated Earth 1610. Long story short, he went full supervillain and engineered the current Ultimate setup on Earth 6160, manipulating history to craft a dark, oppressive society where freedom is just a distant memory. The whole adventure kicked off with the miniseries Ultimate Invasion, penned by Hickman and illustrated by Brian Hitch. In it, Iron Man's Tony Stark pulls off a daring move by trapping the Maker in an isolated pocket dimension. Think of it like a cosmic jail cell, but it's only temporary, lasting just 24 months. That gives Tony a tight 2-year window to assemble a team of heroes and set the world right. To keep the tension high, every installment of The Ultimates wraps up with a stark reminder: X months remaining, like a doomsday clock ticking away in the background. It's a simple but genius way to build suspense, making readers feel the urgency just like in a blockbuster thriller. Now, that countdown has dwindled to a mere 2 months, and the Maker's breakout is set to explode in Ultimate Endgame, a massive crossover event helmed by Deniz, starting this December. At first, folks like me, and probably you too, figured this was just the wrap-up for the ongoing plot, similar to how Avengers Endgame closed out the Infinity Saga in the movies, tying up loose ends while leaving room for more. Heck, some are still holding out hope that Marvel will pull a surprise twist and keep things rolling, but all signs point to this being the genuine finale. No hero is off limits in this one. Expect high drama and real risks. But here's where it gets controversial. At New York Comic Con, Marvel dropped the bombshell that every active Ultimate series will wrap up by April 2026. Deniz doubled down, confirming it's the authentic conclusion. Yet he urged fans to look on the positive. Unlike so many comic tales that fizzle out or get dragged on forever, ours gets to end exactly as planned. And this is the part most people miss. While it stings, this planned exit could be a game-changer for the line's legacy. In a way, the Ultimate Universe is getting the satisfying send-off that Hickman's X-Men storyline never quite achieved. For context, back in 2019, Hickman revolutionized the X-Men with his launch miniseries House of X, art by Pepe Larraz, and Powers of X, art by R.B. Silva. These weren't just new adventures. They overhauled the entire mutant world, creating a fresh foundation for other creators to build on. Picture this. Professor X and Magneto team up to establish Krakoa, a sentient island nation, as a safe haven for mutants. From there, the stories explored wild ideas like inventing their own language, using resurrection tech to cheat death, and even shaking up global politics through clever and sometimes shady diplomacy. Heroes and villains blurred together since Krakoa welcomed all mutants, no judgments. It was like a mutant utopia with endless storytelling potential. Hickman acted as the visionary overseer, guiding a team of writers through interconnected arcs. He envisioned Krakoa as just the opening chapter, Act 1 in his grand plan. When he checked in with his collaborators, they were hooked and wanted to keep expanding the world indefinitely. So Hickman stepped away from the X-Men before the saga concluded in 2024, even though his exit was on good terms. Still, he's openly shared his disappointment over not finishing his original vision. It's no wonder he insisted on a finite run for the Ultimate Universe. He wasn't about to relive that unfinished business. Speaking of which, this approach also dodges the pitfalls that sank the original 2000s Ultimate Marvel line. That one chugged along for a solid 15 years, piling on so many plots and crossovers that it ended up as convoluted and overwhelming as the main Marvel universe, a common complaint for beginners trying to jump in. The bittersweet news has creators like Peach Momoko owning up to the sadness. She tweeted, "I'm sad too, but think about the upside." With each Ultimate title maintaining a unified creative direction from start to finish, future readers can dive into the complete collection without getting lost in a web of endless tie-ins. For example, you could binge Ultimate Spider-Man in one go and grasp every twist, something that's rare in the sprawling world of Marvel Comics. And this is where opinions really start to divide. Is wrapping up the Ultimate Universe too soon? Cutting off what could have been years of innovative stories? Or is it a smart move that preserves its quality and accessibility? Some might argue it robs us of more bold political takes in the Ultimates or fresh manga flair in Ultimate X-Men. What do you think? Should Marvel reconsider and extend it, or celebrate this rare proper ending? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if your team keep it going or end it strong.